I'm Karen Kinzie. I play violin with the Colorado Symphony. I've been here 20 years, and I love my job.
And I'm John Kinzie. I'm principal percussionist of the Colorado Symphony, and I've been here for half of my life. And I love my job. Colorado Symphony, I think, is one of the hidden gems in this city. I think we all consider ourselves in the same place with the Denver Art Museum, the Denver Zoo, the Botanic Gardens. Like, we're one of the cultural gems of this city. We play so many varied programs. We'll do serious classical music with Andrew Litton or some other guest conductors, and then the next week we'll do collaboration with the Denver Art Museum, and now we've done some recordings for the Colorado Rockies.
And I think the brass have played at the Avalanche games, and there's all kinds of collaborations going on. It's just great.
And I think that there are so many different concerts presented that there's got to be something out there that people are going to enjoy.
I personally enjoy the variety. You know, in the summer we get to play at Red Rocks and play with great acts. You know, Grigory Alan Isakov, Devachka. People love that stuff, and it's really fun for us to play at Red Rocks and have the place packed. I'm always the one on the stage with my camera out taking a picture of the audience and posting it on Facebook from the stage.
Karen and I have been married for
almost 14 years,
and we started playing chamber music together a while ago, and we've had some really great pieces commissioned for us. And the one you heard was written by a violist in the St. Louis Symphony, and it's a movement from his piece called Djembok for violin and djembe. And the interesting thing about this, I think this is interesting, is that Karen teaches two little girls in Ghana via Skype, and they bought me this djembe from Ghana. So it seemed really appropriate that we play this piece today.
And we have 4 boys. The oldest is 19, then we have one that turns 17, and the ones we have together are 10 and 8. And the 2 little ones play cello. The older ones used to play instruments, but they got smart.
Right.
We love to take our boys up and go skiing. We play golf and go hiking and camping, and we spend, 2 to 4 weeks up in the Tetons every summer in the Grand Teton Music Festival, where we play in the orchestra and we do chamber music, and we bring the kids and a nanny and the trailer and pack it with golf clubs and camping gear and lots of things to keep the kids occupied, and that's a big chunk of our summer right there when we're not working here.
I started lessons with my mom.
So did I.
On piano, and you know what? It doesn't work. No. You do not teach your kid. When instruments were introduced in school in 4th grade, I thought, I know, I'm going to play the drums. That'll get even with my mom teaching me piano. So that's why I took up the drums.
How old were you when you started piano?
I was 5.
I was 3 when my mom started teaching me piano. Isn't that weird that both of our moms were our piano teachers? Back in the 70s, the Suzuki movement was just coming to this country from Japan, and my mom heard about the method hitting Chicago, and so she talked to her friend and thought, wouldn't it be fun if we got our kids all together in a group to learn how to play stringed instruments? So my older sister got the cello because she was bigger, and my younger sister and I both got the violin. Now all 3, my sisters and I are all professional musicians.
You know what blows me away sometimes? I don't know if I've told you this, but sometimes when I'm not playing, I look around at all my colleagues and everybody is so intense about playing music together. And it's amazing to me because I have so much respect. Like, oh my gosh, all you people here have worked so hard to get here and we're all making music together.
I think one of the cool things is having all the different colors of sound. We play such a wide variety. Sometimes we'll all be playing very quietly, like in French music, but then we'll be playing some Respighi like Pines of Rome, and there's all these extra brass players, and it's just so loud and fun, and like John alluded earlier, to goosebumps. If your hair is standing on, and then you're having a good time at work.
When you're talking about this wall of sound and the energy, I play tam-tam on that piece, and when my mallet is actually striking the tam-tam, I am airborne.
Whoa.
My feet are off the ground. And
I'd
my
like to see that up
students
close.
from DU come and they make fun of me. They say, your feet were off the ground. And I said, I know. So that probably helps create a wall of sound.
One of my favorite aspects of being a musician is being able to teach it. So I prefer to start beginners because then I'm responsible for their setup and position. And I have a variety of students right now, which is really fun. I'm teaching two sisters that live in Ghana. They couldn't find a violin teacher there, so I teach them on Skype every week.
So while she's teaching, I do the cooking.
He cooks.
Woo! And I teach at University of Denver, Lamont School of Music, and I usually have about 10 percussion majors, and I love my students. They're great kids. It's really fun, and they challenge me, and I challenge them. One of the exciting things about Andrew Litton, our music director, is that he really wants to take the orchestra on tour. He wants to do recordings, because we are a major league orchestra. We're as important in the city as some of the sports teams, and I think if we take that opportunity to go out on tour, whether it's the West Coast or Mexico or
Carnegie Hall,
it would be so great for the orchestra, and I think it would really announce that, oh yeah, we're on the same level as these other touring teams within the city.
The variety, we get to play huge, massive symphonies with tons of people on stage and get this incredible wall of sound. And we get to watch the audience's faces as they react to what we're playing. And if I see tears, then I know we're doing our job right. And, we do tons of different kinds of concerts. We get to play in a small group that goes to schools. We both teach. I think we both feel fortunate that we get to make a living doing what we love. That's all, folks.
Yeah, that's all, folks.
Great minds think alike.
Can you play that? I got nothing to say to that.